Ladies and gentlemen, seems like the Saudis have come through.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
Welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Your home for the latest on Chelsea takeover bids update. Let's get straight into the act. There was a lot of rumors that the Saudis did not pull through yesterday, even though there was a lot of talk about them. You know, there was a lot of euphoria about the Saudis and their big bid and how they've got all these plans of redevelopment of the stadium, making sure Rudiger is signed, making sure Azpilicueta is signed, and pretty much just investing left, right, and center, making sure Chelsea keep winning. But the crazy part was there was no confirmation whether they had actually put in the bid or not. But in the last 12 hours or so, we have confirmed that apparently they have put in the bid. So before we get into that particular news, let's talk about the latest that's been going around. Here we go. The Athletic dropped an article approximately about 12 hours ago. That was the first piece of material earlier on the day. It goes something like this. The Athletic has put Todd Boehly's group and the Ricketts as favourites. There had been no bid from Saudis prior to Friday, and the attempts to find Saudi backers were proving difficult. Nick Candy's group are described as the longest shot. So Todd Boehly and the Ricketts, we all know about the Ricketts family, ladies and gentlemen, they were the strong favourites. But as the day progressed, the Athletic heard a rumour of a potential bid from a man with access to one of the greatest personal fortunes on the planet. A Gulf-based billionaire was also reported to be willing to put $2 billion. A Gulf-based billionaire. I wonder who that is. And look at this. The Athletic had heard a rumour of a potential bid from a man with access to one of the greatest personal fortunes on the planet. Greatest personal fortunes on the planet. My days, calm yourself down. Todd Boehly had already submitted a bid between 2 to 2.5 billion, but Telegraph Sport can reveal he made a new, improved offer on this just a few minutes before the deadline, because I think he understands that the Saudis are going in hard, and he's had to sort of redesign that bid and put in a little bit more than, I suppose, 2 to 2.5 billion. I think Todd Boehly had already submitted a bid between 2 to 2.5 billion, but the Telegraph can reveal he made a new improved, so it's probably a bit more than that. So it's interesting that how lucrative Chelsea Football Club is and how much it's really valued. Todd Boehly is described by the Athletic that if he takes over, the focus would be on data, sensible investment, a desire to win, but not to blow the budget. Boehly is understood to be opting for a more modest upgrade of Stamford Bridge, which would cost 1 billion. See, look, I need to break this down to you guys, ladies and gentlemen. I know there's a lot of euphoria about the Saudis. I personally want the Saudis as well. That's my first preference. However, I have to state this on my channel and to you guys, and I want to know what you guys think about this. It wouldn't be the end of the world if it's Todd Boehly and his American consortium coming through. In fact, I don't even mind if they're the ones who are selected. In all honesty, if they were the ones who get the job, I'm not going to cry myself to bed. I think they are the most organized. Todd Boehly wanted Chelsea maybe 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, back in 2018-19, roughly around about 3 billion. That's what people were talking about. This guy is interested, and not just that. This guy's come out categorically and said, we can take over Chelsea within 2 weeks. We're prepared. Finances are ready to go. He's got the plan ready. Stadium development is one of them. And for me, the way I sort of compare this situation is we could potentially look into a business model like Liverpool. Smart doing in transfer business, smart in terms of scouting, maybe have a director of football that is, builds the philosophy. And as stated here, we're not going to blow the budget. Yes, the mission will be to win and to be successful. That is always the mission with Chelsea Football Club. But we're not going to just throw money after money after money after money to the point where really it's out of our means. We cannot be spending more than what we're earning. That's not the way to... I know that's what Roman's been doing, but we cannot expect that with every single other owner out there, except for the Saudis probably. So I personally don't mind this model one bit. Get the stadium redeveloped, add another extra 15 to 20,000. That would potentially bring in hopefully another 20, 30 million per year. We deserve that as a European champion. We deserve to have a bigger stadium. And then just be smart with the money. Be smart with the personnel that we hire. Be smart with the player selection. So for me, this isn't the worst case scenario. In fact, it could potentially be the best case scenario. The only issue is Jonathan Goldstein, who is a part of this particular consortium, very small part, mind you, is a Tottenham Hotspurs fan. That's the only thing. But then again, look, businesses should not be, mixed in with personal choice. For me, Todd Boehly seems like someone who is well screwed on up there. Okay, we continue on. Saudi Media Group did submit their bid for Chelsea. Nizar Kinsella, it was mad in social media, ladies and gentlemen. Nizar was building up, as we all know, Matt Boehly. Might as well call him Matt Boehly at this point. Todd Boehly was driven by Matt Law, Chelsea correspondent, and Nizar Kinsella was driving the Saudi Media Group. Nizar was building up and has been building up Saudi Media Group, and 5 hours before the bidding was closed, Nizar just disappeared, and everyone in social media was after Nizar. And earlier today, Nizar came in clutch and said Saudi Media Group did submit their bid for Chelsea. Furthermore, SMG sent the bid 1 hour before the deadline. They wanted to keep it quiet and not create a media storm. And do you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I don't mind this either. Staying quiet, staying stealth, under the radar, getting your businesses done. I like that attitude. When it's so open in media, makes me think, well, is this really true? Because these sort of things don't really get out in media. So the fact that these guys have kept quiet makes me think, these guys are very, very serious with their approach. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Saudi Media Group's offer remains at 3.5 billion. Nothing changed apart from them remaining at the media spotlight. There is currently a difference of 750k between offers. This is Jacob's Ben. Here's another one who's been on top of the whole Saudi Media Group situation. Look, so this is probably the reason why Todd Boehly has increased that offer, because he knows he needs to get as close as possible to the Saudi Media Group, and looks like Saudi Media Group is probably a difference of 750k, so they're just in front. And then the word that was going around in social media that it is a competitive offer that Saudi Media has provided, meaning Todd Boehly's one is just close enough as well. Saudi Media Group had wished not to go public. They've promised to invest heavily into the club. They will seek new sponsors and have a strategy to use the squad as ambassadors for the sport in the Middle East. This is a huge, incentive. Chelsea is pretty big in Asia. And if you get Saudi owners, I'm telling you right now, in the Middle East, Chelsea is going to be very prominent. Obviously, Man City is there with Sheikh Mansour from the Dubai, from their point of view. But Saudi Arabia, all of Saudi Arabia, you best believe, will be Chelsea Football Club. The Saudi will be completely Chelsea. And I think that's a big market. And as I said, pretty much all over in the Middle East and in Asia as well. It's going to be a prominent force. Chelsea are already a prominent force, but when you get a Saudi backing, I think you're going to win a lot of hearts, undoubtedly. 3 or 4 bidders should go through to the next stage by Monday morning. So, look, the updates are going to keep coming on this channel. It's only going to get exciting during the international break regarding this situation. A consortium led by Martin Broughton, I don't know how to pronounce that, have released their vision for Chelsea FC after placing their offer before the deadline. This is the English consortium, I believe. They're from UK. This is their plan, ladies and gentlemen. 1, investing in the club to keep it at the top of European football. 2, implementing a smooth transition of ownership to put the club back on track. 3, ensuring all cash proceeds from the sale are delivered without delay to the victims of the ongoing humanitarian crisis. I mean, this is what Roman wanted anyway. Establishing a best-in-class governance model with fans at the heart of decision-making. A consortium approach of investors who share the same ambition, commitment, and fan-centric vision. They're one of the contenders, but I'm not really sure how much they are in the run. They've made a bid, whether it's competitive or not. I don't think it's as competitive as Todd Boehly and Saudi Arabian Media Group. So we'll see what happens. Thomas Tuchel, in regards to this situation, Thomas Tuchel on Chelsea takeover, I hope that process that the process will go through as soon as possible to clear the situation, to calm the situation, and give everybody an outlook to the nearer future. This is what we are hoping for. Thomas Tuchel on Chelsea Takeover. We have the right that things will be pushed as fast as possible. This is what we are hoping for, ladies and gentlemen. The one particular consortium that is looking at that outlook, quick transition in the counter-attack, is Todd Boehly. Todd Boehly apparently can do this within 2 weeks, got everything up and running. Saudi Arabian media group, I don't know how long that may take. That could have a little bit more complications, a few more tests to pass. But the bottom line from Thomas Tuchel is he wants this sorted ASAP. We as fans want this sorted ASAP. It's only going to mean the betterment of our team. I've got to say, though, with all these hardship that we're going through, the team is coming together, and they're just clicking along, tagging along, and winning. Maybe it's for the betterment that we just keep it dangling a little bit longer. But no, look, I want this ownership done and dusted, so we can just focus, think about the summer, and the players can stay calm, fans can stay calm, staff members of Chelsea Football Club can stay calm as well. Ladies and gentlemen, look, it's going to get interesting over the next few days. We're going to figure out who's going to own Chelsea Football Club. It's a big deal. Let me know how you feel about all the news that we've gone through. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, see ya.